Hi, this is Sandra with the Little Bag House located in San Dimas, California. If you are new to my channel, welcome. What my channel is all about is flipping furniture and home decor for my retail store. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for doing so. And if you are new and you like my content, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and also the notification button to know every time I upload a video. So today we are going to get started on this piece, and I am thinking I am going to leave the top two a natural wood and paint the rest of the piece. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the knobs yet. I kind of like them, so I'm going to wait till the very end to make that decision. It's really heavy wood piece, so I think it's going to turn out really nice. This one will be going on our showroom floor unless somebody intermittently while I'm getting it painted comes in and buys it. If not, it will go on our showroom floor, which we are in desperate need of things on our floor. So either way, it's a win-win situation. So let's get started. Okay, so we are here in the back of the store, and let's get this piece finished up that I started yesterday. So when I left yesterday, I sanded the drawers down. Today we are going to paint them in oyster, and I am going to just do a very light whitewash coat on the drawers that I sanded, and the rest of the piece will be painted. And I'm kind of leaning towards a gold knob now that I look at the piece. So yeah, anyways, that's what I'm thinking, but we'll see. I never can decide until it's finally done. The wood knobs may still look good, but we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for sticking with me, and let's get this piece going. So I don't know how many of you are self-employed or run little shops of your own, or if you just have a booth, or maybe you just sell on Facebook Marketplace, something like that. But I am a little storefront on Antique Row. So sometimes when you're watching my videos, you're going to hear a little bell. That is my bell to run in because I have somebody who just walked into the store. So I kind of have to wear all the hats. So I am back here painting. When somebody walks in, my little bell will go off and I run in to help the customer. So sometimes, or most Saturdays, I have a young guy who comes in to help me when he can, and so that's always wonderful to have an extra pair of hands, and especially the muscle. But most of the time during the week, I'm a one-man show. So if you are self-employed and you also go through the same thing, maybe a comment below. Maybe you have tips. I try and do my videos and my smalls at home. I do my bigger pieces. Some days I just take bookkeeping days and I stay inside on the desk all day, and that's when you just have to do those bookkeeping things that self-employed people have to do, which is probably the part of our jobs that we hate the most. But I like to end my books at the end of the month, so I'm not stressed out at the end of the year. So I've gotten pretty good at QuickBooks. And also that's when I do my ordering. Sometimes I need to reorder paint or transfers or stencils or whatnot. So yeah, that's the self-employed life. So if you do the same thing, leave me a comment below. Maybe I'll be able to follow you, or we can trade tips. Let me know how long you've been self-employed or in business. I have been in business for myself my entire life. I was a hairdresser for 25 years before I started painting furniture. And I own my own hair salon for 24 years. So it's a way of life for me. So when I got the opportunity to open this store, and my life just took a little shift, as life sometimes does, and you roll with it, I took the opportunity to open my own store. And I told myself I was going to start getting my nails done and that I should wear gloves because I usually have like the worst nails and the worst hands. So let me put on some gloves. There should be another one around here somewhere. And then I'm going to pour some paint in here. And if you haven't tried Wise Owl paint, you are missing out. This is an amazing product. It is a chalk finish with a clay mineral base. So it has really, really good coverage. The color that I'm using today is called Oyster. There's the can. And I do sell this paint in my store as well as my website, thelittlebackhouse.com. It is chalk paint, so it's very thick. So I add just a little bit of water to my paint, especially when I'm spraying it. If I'm doing it with a brush, I don't really add water unless it's really, really hot outside or some condition that's making my brush stick. Then I'll add a little bit of water to my brush. But other than that, I only add water when I'm going to spray. And because I am a one-man show and I need to get pieces done quickly for my showroom floor, I'm gonna spray this baby so I can get it done. But I do like to brush when I do have time because it is very rewarding and it is very tranquil and relaxing. But I get a lot of that when I paint my smalls in my craft room, so I'm not missing out on anything. All right, let me plug this in and we'll get to painting. Okay, so if you look closely at this piece, I don't know if it's too dark in here for you to see. Try and zoom in on it. You can see the discoloration, and that's just the tannins in the wood. So what I do for that is back out. Is I spray it down with a layer of shellac, and that will act as a barrier between the coats of paint, and it won't allow that to bleed through on the second coat. So I will do that. So I just use the shellac and go over the entire piece. Okay, happy Saturday, everybody. We are here in the back and we are going to finish up the dresser that I was working on yesterday. So we just need to give it a little bit of touch-ups. We had a little bit more bleed through that we had to shellac again, and that's what I do is I shellac, paint, and then shellac and paint if need be. So that's what we'll be doing. Then we'll put a sealer on it and we will get the knobs on and get that on the floor. This is a commission piece, this table here. So we painted this in Restoration at the bottom by Wiesel Paint, and we are going in on the top with black glaze. So the glaze is translucent, so you will still see the grain of the wood. It just gives it a different tone altogether. So the black glaze will look like an espresso when it's all done. So that's what we're working on. And then next up was this piece that, sorry, it's kind of sunny out here, that I showed you. I'm going to work on the top and we're going to get that painted also.
Hello.
Okay, so this will give us a little idea. This will give us a little idea on what it's going to look like. So I'm going to leave these two drawers in their natural state. Just put a sealer on them. I was thinking about putting whitewash, but I'm loving how the wood looks with that. Sorry, the sun's in my eyes. So yeah, I'm liking it. Leave me a comment below. Leave me a comment below and let me know if you think I should leave it or whitewash it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and paint this little cabinet the same color. Since I already have Oyster in my paint gun, I'm just going to go with that. So here I am. I'm going to start spraying it, and I'm going to go right over the entire piece, glass, hinges, and all. I want it to look very old and country and worn, so I don't mind going over the hinges on pieces like this. I will be popping out the glass and adding chicken wires, so I'm not worried about the glass either. Okay, so I have this piece that I want to use on the top of this cabinet that we've been working on, because it's just like a particle board, so it's just falling apart. So I found this in our stash, so I'm just gonna take it apart, because what I want to do is use the 3 boards at the bottom as a new topper, and I don't want to have to go buy anything, so let's just use what we have. And I am sure that anybody out there that does woodworking knows that there's a better tool for this. But I am a do-it-yourself, learn-as-you-go kind of girl. But you can let me know what that tool is, and next time I'll try to use it. It's working. I'm getting it off. Try not to get a splinter. There we go. There's one. And I guess I'll use these boards that I have left for something else. Waste not, want not, right? There we go. Alright, so let me show you. I will save these 3 boards for a future project, and we'll put these 3. They fit perfectly on the top. How's that for repurposing? But we do need to take these off because they're no longer a display board. Go. Just get rid of these. We'll get this all painted. Get these, probably just use a stain on top. I think that'll look really pretty. But we'll get it painted and then we'll attach these after. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I am loving how this piece is turning out. We got that salvaged wood up on top. So next I'm going to sand it. Okay, so that's the idea now. With all the chippy goodness. I'm loving this style. I think it's going to look really good with, like I said, Afghans, blankets, things like that. They look really good with these old style cabinets. I think the older I can make it look, the better. So now let's get it sealed. And here is my little blanket cabinet. And you can see we replaced that glass with some chicken wire. I think it's really, really cute for blankets, for yarn. A lady came in the store today and said that she was thinking about getting it for a coffee bar. Here is those salvage wood we put at the top. And it could be a number of things, but I think it looks great. The next one I have is this dresser that we were working on. And I wanted to get the knobs stripped. So I finally got that done. I'm going to get the knobs back on, but again, I had it already put it in the store. Because sometimes the girl just needs inventory. How cute is that? I think it's going to look really good. And customers are really, really patient with me. They know I'm a one-man show, so there's times where I get things on the floor and I try to not put them on the floor unless they're like 95% done, like something like this, like they just need the chicken wire or they need the knobs put on, and I try to have it done, you know, within the next couple of days. I don't have a bunch of inventory half done on my floor, but I don't want an empty floor either, so it's kind of a catch-22. Okay, so here's a lovely dresser all finished. So this is the real life of a small business owner. It took me a couple days to paint it, sand it, seal it. I was able to get it in the store, but those knobs took me a minute because I wanted to do part of it by hand. Or I needed to do part of it by hand because I didn't want to totally distort the shape with the sander. So I was able to get that done today, put a clear varnish on there, and finish styling it in the store. So here it is. Thanks again, you guys, for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you would be so kind to hit that like and subscribe button and share with a friend if you know somebody that likes DIY, I truly do appreciate it. And if you like to see behind the scenes for a small business owner, you can follow me at The Little Back House on Instagram and Facebook. And if you'd like to purchase any of the paint and supplies that you've seen on this video, you can go to thelittlebackhouse.com. Thanks so much for watching.